So we were solving the top 50 string coding problems for interviews. Now we need to solve the second question. That is longest common prefix. So let us see the question. So given an array of n strings, find the longest common prefix amongst all the strings present in the array. So you need to find all the common prefix. So in the given array. For example, if you take this array, then here G, there is GEE is common for all of this array, all of the strings in the array, right? So if you compare these three strings, at that time geek, GEEK will be common, but that is not how you should do. You should not neglect any string here. So when you consider this, there is no K here, right? So that is why you are going to get G uh, as a common string. So you need to return that string. That is what your objective. So let us not dive into the actual approach. That is, I need to reduce the time complexity, right? Within big of n, I need to complete. So let's not do that. So let us apply a brute force, that is brute approach, that is name approach. Let us apply that. So what we have, sorry for copying this thing. So I need to copy this test case. So let's see what we can do. So I need a for loop. Definitely I need a for loop. So I will traverse through this array itself. Array is what? A. So A is the array. For int I will be starting from 0, then I can go till the a dot size, then I will be plus plus I can do. Right, I plus plus I will do. So let me write it properly so you can understand. So I will do, so I plus plus. After that, how many characters you are going to compare? So this is again a logical question. The answer is common sense. So you are going to compare only the smallest, right? Which is a string having the smallest character. So geek has the smallest character, smallest number of characters. So that is 4. So you are going to compare only 4 characters, right? From all of this string, you are only comparing only 4 characters. Why? Because obviously you need to find the common elements in all of this string. So if you take 5, thinking that this has 5 elements, so this has more elements, this has more elements. So going beyond this index is a waste, because you need to find common in all of this string. So that is what need to keep in mind. So I need to run another for loop for this. So let us run. So it will start from j. So let me take it as j. So it will go till j less than n. It is 4 in this case. How to find 4? Again simple. You need to traverse through this array and take this minimum size. So again, that is so much easy coding thing you can do. So you need to increment j. Now you need to get inside this for loop, right? For loop. Then each and every character has to be checked from starting index to the last index, right? So j will keep the hold of all the indexes. So I will help you to traverse through this array itself, right? Whenever this condition fails, which condition? It is when all of these characters are not equal. At that time you can break out. If they are, again, if you find the characters which are common in all of this string, you can push back that character into your answer string. So if if at any one place, if this condition fails, then you can break out of this all of this nested for loop. Then you can simply return answer. That is what you can do. So this technique will take big of more than n square, because you're using 2 for loop, right? That is fine, but for all of this character you need to check. So you try this one, but it will take at least big of n square, that is sure. So but that is what we don't need. So this is what the brute approach. So let's see what we can do other than this. So let me copy this. So let me erase instead of copying. So one thing you can do is, when I was completing this, when I was doing this 50 important coding problems for array for interviews, on array for interviews, at that time I said there are many ways that you can solve an array problem. Right? You can sort the array. You can sort the array, and you can. I'm talking about arrays, not about strings. So you can sort this array, sort the array, then you can solve the problem. Or you can swap some of the elements, then you can solve the problem. Or what you can do, you can use a window function, that is window you can use. So to slide through the array, then you can solve the problem. Or else there are many methods, right? That standard method. You can use hash map, or you can use map, or you can use set. So these can solve your problem. So one of this can help you to solve array problem, and by taking the time complexity of what? Big of n. So that is optimal way of finding the solution. So there is another method, that is you can use nested for loop. For every array problems you can use nested for loops to find the result, but the time complexities will be big of n square. But this is a naive approach that you need to come up at first, then you can go to these approaches. Now here what I can apply. So can I apply sorting technique? Yes, I can. I will sort the given array. So when I sort, what would be the result? So I have geeks. So if you sort, that is a common sense tells you that all the string will be arranged. How it will be arranged in a like a dictionary manner. How you can find the words in this dictionary, like same way that will be arranged in your array, right? So you don't need to confuse with this. I am not saying don't sort this based on their size. Simply sort it. That means simply use this sort function. So start from array A to A plus n. Right? N means number of elements. So A means it is an array. So you can simply sort. So this will be arranged in like M. So let us do this. Let us sort this. So geese K will come, okay, K, G-E-E-K will come first. Then among this two that is two strings, S is common, F, okay. This geeks will come next. Geeks for geeks. Then geeks will come, and at last geezer will come. Geezer, because Z is there, right? So this is how it will be arranged. But what I can do is, my interest will be on only this first and last string. Why is that so? So this will be arranged in dictionary manner, right? It is called like lexicographic, like something. There is a word, I'm not able to recollect that. There is like something word that is called lexicographical order, like something like that. So I will compare these two string. I will take this two string as mine. Like if this has geek as a common element, like even this has a geek, so all of this string between them will definitely have geek, right? Geek, that is geek, not geek, G-E-E. If this has a geek as a common like a prefix, and this has a geek as a prefix, then all of this string between them will have geek, right? So that is what the logic here. Then I am traversing how much again I should traverse through between this string, I need to traverse the mn, that is minimum, right? Minimum. So while traversing, if they are equal, I'm going to push back. Then I'm push back that character into string. Then that is my answer string. Then I can return, right? So let's do that. So first I need to sort. This what is sort, then ARR, then ARR plus N. So that's it. So N is capital. So this will sort your string. I'm using a library algorithm. I'm using this sort. Now what I will do is, I need a minimum number of characters that are present between two strings. So first of all, let me take this string, the first and last string. So string str1 is my first string. So what is that string? That is array of 0. Then str2 will be my last string and it will be n minus 1. Now my mn will be what? Mn will be minimum of str1 dot size, then str2 dot size. So this will give me the minimum. So what I can do now, I can actually go through a for loop. So I can go through the for loop. Then so let me start a for loop. So I will start from I to 0, I from 0 to I till mn, I plus plus. Right, let me get into the for loop. After that, if you find str1 of I equal to str2 of I, that means you need to push back that into your answer string. So let me take the answer string here, str into str answer. So ans dot push back the str1 of I or str2 of I, anything you can. Else what you need to do, you need to break out. At last you need to return this answer itself. So I can do that. So let us compile and see whether we get any compilation error or not. So there is no compilation error. Let me submit. So there is a problem here. So there is a problem, that is correct output is -4. So if there are no common characters, then I need to do what? I need to return -1. So I did not saw this second test case. That was the problem, right? So what you can do, if you don't find any common characters, then I will set the flag as 1. So initially let me take int flag as 0, right? So if, let me push this, put this here. So if this flag is 1, that means what? That means you have entered this if statement. That means there are common characters. So if this flag is 0, then what? So if this flag is still 0, which was assigned initially, that means that if statement is not working. That means there is no common characters. So if it is still 0, you need to return me -1. But actually you need to push back that -1 into string str dot push. That is answer, right? Answer should be push back, back character called -1. I need to return this answer. Or else what you need to return, you simply return the answer. That will work out. So let me compile. So I should not get any compilation error. Good. So let me submit. So there is a problem again. So it is here code output is -1, sorry, +1, and correct output is -1. Why is that so? So I'm pushing -1 itself, right? So if there are no common characters, so -1 is not how a character works, right? So that means I need to insert. So let me insert, that is append, append, append a string which is called as -1. So -1 is not a character, it's a append. So let me compile and it should work. So let me submit. So it is working. So that is how you can solve this problem. So thank you.